Was I supposed to have a captain's hat for this? I don't remember.
Oh, what?
A captain's hat, like the promo had.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, that's not. I didn't go out and buy one.
I don't think I
I hope
have
they're
one.
gonna. I hope our viewers are gonna know which one of us is which based on that promo image that you made.
Yeah, I was thinking about an eye patch, but this is not pirate. This is.
Well,
Ooh-wee.
happy afternoon to everybody here. Happy afternoon to you, Andres.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m. It's a beautiful day. I can see the sky. There's no dust storms. I have electricity. It's a good day. It's a good day.
You know, it's the small things really that make it. Electricity, no dust storm, the small things. It's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
We don't usually do
Yes.
this on Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's because of me, because I am traveling tomorrow. I am off work Thursday, Friday, and Monday. And tomorrow I'll be flying out to Mexico City. So, no stream ability for me.
That's okay. We got it today. We got it in when we can. Everyone can watch it on demand anyway. It's always on YouTube.
That's
Believe in
true.
serverless. YouTube.com/at believe in SLS.
SLS. Yes. You got it
Yes.
right. I thought you were going to get it
Yes,
wrong.
because believe in serverless was too wrong for Twitter, so we had to change it to SLS everywhere for consistency.
Yeah, we changed it everywhere because we want you to find us everywhere you are.
That's right. So what are we doing today?
Today, we are going to be working with V0 or VO. I don't know what the mainstream people are calling it now, but it's V0 by Vercel to build a Battleship game. I guess the board game, but online. So 2 boards, 10 by 10. Was it? Yeah, 10 by 10. And ships that we
10.
need to sink by calling out coordinates.
That'll be fun. It's been a long time since I've played Battleship.
I
should remember how to play.
Yeah, I went to a place, a restaurant bar that had Battleship, and I played with my kids a couple weeks ago. So it's a fun game.
Nice.
It's pretty fun.
It is a fun game, and hopefully we'll be able to actually make it today. We only have an hour, so we'll see if Agent AI building is what it is. Now, you and I have done this a lot. This is not the first time we've tried to build something meaningful in an hour or an hour and a half. We've never been successful with it, with everything that we've done. But maybe today will be different.
We've been surprised. We've analyzed the tooling, but we haven't been able to complete in an hour. So we'll see. This one is front end only application. Yeah, we're not building a back end. This is by Vercel. It defaults, I believe, to Next.js, so I'm fine with that. And we'll go from there, right? I believe it starts with like just your regular prompting, like ChatGPT or anything, and then it gives you stuff. So
it does. It does. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the screen so we can start rolling. We're going to do Chrome. So I have here what is V0. I'm obviously not going to read this entire page, but just to make sure that people know what we're talking about before we get into it, it is actually spelled V0. I guess that's kind of like a play on prototyping. Like that's get it out the door, V0 kind of thing. So, you know, from Vercel. Vercel is the owner, creator, operator of this. Says it's your always on programmer. We're definitely familiar with those things. Now, I was setting up for this morning. I was expecting to download an IDE. I was expecting like Cursor. No, No, it's in the browser. So I made the project so we can scope all of our queries to this. This is inside of V0.
Can you
Um,
zoom in a little bit?
of course.
Thank you.
And I guess it defaults to the dark theme because my PC's default is dark theme. That look okay? One more time. But this is what it is. All I did was say new project, Battleship, and then I gave it a little bit of information, a little bit of context. I don't know where that went. I had to give it basically a system prompt to feed context into what we were doing here whenever we talk to this LLM. But I haven't done anything besides that. So I don't really know. It's not. I don't know. I don't know if I think it's intuitive. Like now, I created the project and I was looking when I was in prep for this stream today. I was like, okay, now what do I have to do? And it was just this. So just yes, let's make a Battleship game.
Yeah, and I had noted kind of rules and things so we can be more specific, and I'm trying to find those again. I should have prepared it in prompt format, but maybe we can just put it as generic as. Oh, what did I do? Oh,
Well,
you
and any LLM is going to know how to play Battleship.
That's
It
true.
should. And so we're not going to be building a backend today. So we'll be using Memento cache and topics for the data storage and for the interactivity to be able to communicate between browser sessions. So really what I want to do with that is I want to see, can we have it come up with its own thing? And also, can we supply implementation details and see
Okay.
if it will listen to those implementation details? So let's roll. Let's create a Battleship game using Memento cache. Oh no. I accidentally hit F12. Brought up the debugger out of view. For data and topics for interactivity. The rest is free reign. Your choice.
Generic with some specifics.
Okay, so this is giving me OpenAI vibes right there, showing us what it's thinking. Oh, wow. I
It prompted you
didn't
for the
expect it
key?
to do this. Okay.
That's okay. Let's create an interactive value.
Okay, good. That is a hidden field before I actually enter my API key in there. Well, dang, I didn't expect us to be here already. I'm so underprepared. Okay,
Yeah, that's.
well,
I was expecting like everything else that just creates the file and put your API key here. This is
that's very intuitive of it. I like that it's even a web form that I'm interacting with. Okay, so I added that environment variable. Okay. Well, my first impression of this is great.
yeah, it's doing a lot and it's showing you progress as it's going. I want to see. Okay, I see like a little preview button on the top, so I'm assuming we can view the page once it's ready. We can
Yeah,
view
it's
the
building out all
code,
these
which is
other.
where.
It's building out
I mean,
all
if
of
it just works, we can call it a day and just be
yeah.
surprised.
I mean, I'll happily shut this down early if we can say build Battleship, free reign, use this implementation detail.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Still generating because one of kind of the key things, like why I love like Amazon Q, is that once you actually update something, it gives you the diff, right? And those kinds of things are pretty awesome because it's sort of like PRs. So it's like, hey, before I actually introduce the change, I want to see what you did. So we'll see how it iterates because you remember one, I can't remember which one it was, where it just boom got rid of the file, and it's like, okay, we have no way back because we never committed it or anything.
Yeah, right. It was destructive. Yes, I think that was a bug with that. Which one was that? Artifacts with Anthropic?
Was it Claude? Either Claude or App Studio. from AWS.
Yeah, it might have been both, but to me that was a bug. The fact that it was doing destructive operations, it kind of kept a history of what files it was manipulating as far as the file names, but there was only ever one version that you could access with. I'm pretty sure it was Anthropic uh,
The
artifacts, I
artifact.
think. So wow, okay. So going through all this stuff, this is really cool and really impressive.
It's using server and client stuff. It's
Right now, it looks like it's creating objects.
yes, this
So
is
just,
creating the game.
modifiable objects. And if you see up here, while it's doing that, we can kind of go through what it's generating here on the,
Yep, it's
of
done.
course, as I try to explain. But you know what, I'm actually really excited to see. Let's see what it does. Well,
Ah,
oh man. All right.
hallucination.
No, well, I mean, it's hard to say. It
You
says,
can fix it.
I'm not even going to try debugging this one right now. I'm just going to say fix it. So I can tell you for sure this looks like it's not passing the right thing into the
The body.
into this. So we'll see. It says let's fix the SDK initialization error. So you can see up here, it looks like it's running through everything again. Oh no, oh, it's making its own API route. So this is new as a result of fix it.
Okay.
If this was, I don't know, this could be better. Like starting from here, right? There was no need for me to press that fix it button. If its initial
Yeah,
render didn't work.
and it's part of where it can verify itself, right? Hey, I got an error. Do it automatically.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
Hey. Hey. Okay.
look at that little icon and everything.
It Oh, I'm all giddy. This
Is it
is like
gonna
the first
work?
time I'm gonna say maybe developers are gonna be threatened by AI. Uh, let's just call this one Alan and Andres. Okay, so I created one here. This must be some weird bug where these fields are named the same or they're bound to the same property.
Yeah,
Which is
definitely
fine.
fixable.
It's easy. Yep.
I can live with
Let's
that.
create a game. Let's see what happens.
Is that a tugboat in a?
Okay.
It's the David.
Create
Is that
secure
a tugboat
context.
in Battleship?
Yeah.
There's not too many Battleship icons. I try to get one for like just emojis, and it's just boats, like fishing boats and stuff.
Okay, so it had an error with its API route that it made, I am pretty sure.
This is where I'm worried. Well, yeah, there's versions, so at least there's some version tracking
Yeah.
because it says version 3. Because it is changing a lot of stuff, and I'm worried the next one won't render.
Yeah. I just had a thought.
TLS for later,
If
but
this works, like if we're done with this just by watching it and me hitting fix button, this is like every backend engineer's dream.
yes. um, yes. I
Let me
put
just
off so
work on
many
the back end
projects.
and just have the front end generated.
I put off so many projects because of the front end. So if I could just, hey, I have this back end. Here's maybe an open API spec, and I want to do this. Boom, create a UI.
Yep.
That would make
And
me very, very happy.
it's also interesting, like looking at what it's doing every time it's iterating, every time we're hitting fix, it's adding API calls every time because its context is growing of what this game actually is. It's like, let me get you here and then let's play. Oh, that's not there because we didn't implement that. Let's go implement that and let's see
But
how much
that's
further we get.
that's kind of how I work, right? It's
Yeah, I was gonna say the
failure-based
same thing.
development. So it's like, okay, let me move forward. Okay, I hit this error. Okay, let me go to the next one. Cannot read properties of undefined. V1.
Let's do this. I actually want to fix this one myself and see what it did. How do you think we do
Okay.
that from here? How do you think we do that?
There's a code at the top. So right now you're in the preview mode. So now you can go into code. So I think you would be able to modify it there.
I don't know where that came from. So it hit create game.
The whole
Okay,
prompt
so
thing is clickable. So go to the preview. Preview.
okay.
And there's a console on the bottom too. But the whole box, the whole red box is clickable. I think, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's doing game actions. Okay, so this is the file we need to get to. Okay. Lib memento cache. So let's go there. Lib, probably this one. Cool. So it's saying that V1. Yeah, so it doesn't. I usually do latest. I wonder if this has IntelliSense. No?
There is. So let's just navigate a little bit to see if there's more options for modifying this. Brought up something.
Okay, yeah, I won't change anything then.
But if you look at the top, there's like a little Git branch kind of icon.
Mm-hmm. Fork.
Okay, so you can fork that.
That's nice.
So you can share, and then what do we have on the ellipsis?
Add to code, but oh, that's nice.
Add to
That's
code
basically
base.
just pull everything down locally.
Oh. Okay, and then download zip. Another good option. Ooh, okay. I'm liking this.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, so in order to do this, we can. So this is not running in a browser. I think that's probably why this is an issue. Like browser doesn't exist in the server side client. So that's not a valid configuration, but it doesn't actually matter because none of that is required. So we can get rid of that and just say that the default time to live for this is 24. Let's just make it 1 hour. I don't think it's necessary to have Battleship games don't even last an hour.
I mean,
let's just
I'm pretty strategic, so put a lot of thought into each coordinate.
Are you that type of person where I just have to wait? It's like you take 5 minutes to take your turn, and then I take 5 seconds because I've planned the whole game out in your 5 minutes.
I'm like you. It's just waiting, and then it's okay. Boom, just put the chip somewhere. You're good.
So do you think this is hot reloading?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's see what happens if we change
a label or something. Yeah.
This guy. Battleship. It is saving, so I'd imagine it does. No. That would have gone right here. So do you think we just hit... Do you think it's deploy?
I'm not... I haven't paid attention...
This doesn't seem right.
To what... I haven't paid attention if that's disabled, if there are no changes.
I don't think this is right.
Yeah, this is going to fully deploy it, so I'll be able to access it.
It's going to charge me money. Okay, maybe I just hit refresh. Yeah, Battleship.
That was simple enough.
Let's see.
Slice. Click the box. Just want to fix it with V0.
Set game state. Let's look at that. And then we can say set game state. Where was it trying? Okay. Set game.
Cannot read properties of undefined slice. So just add a Elvis operator somewhere.
I don't even know where that would be. Like, where would that be in this code? here. It wasn't in the call stack if it was going in here.
Can you do
Cache,
control
game
F?
ID? Did we have a game ID? I guess let's console.log game ID. This isn't
Add a
nullable,
string
so I can't
prefix or
imagine
something.
that it.
Because if it's nothing, you're not going to see anything. Just add a prefix to the console log. Thank you.
This is the last time I'm gonna, I think, try to do it myself. We'll see what we can get V0 to do. Maybe I'm gonna do just your name, and we'll see if that's good luck. It wasn't, but it does have the game ID.
Okay.
It's still failing to initialize the client. Let's try to fix it. Let's just see. Let's see what it does. All right, so that's actually a good idea. Marcin asked, "Can we set a breakpoint?"
Ooh.
Let's try. Let's let V0 try to fix it one more time, and if it can't, let's do it ourselves.
Oh, we don't want to do that. Changes a lot of stuff.
Is it actually changing stuff, or is it just kind of putting everything back in place?
It could be that it's just adding like one line.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you need to deploy it for me to actually be able to get to it.
Yes. Now, I will say, everybody says coding with LLMs is like coding with a junior level developer. If I was working with a junior level developer, I kind of half expect fixing that would have been ripping out the Memento client. It's just doing it in local storage. Let's see what it did. Kind of curious now.
So can you look at the dip? So you can see V4. Let's see if we can click the file on the chat.
That is what it did. That is what it did.
It did rip out.
Yes.
In memory, we just updated the cache.
There's no client in here anymore. There's no import statements. It's all gone. Let's see if it gives us anything that it did. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Replaced it with. See, that is really funny. Called that. Called that. All right. I think we're good for right now.
Okay.
So if put it back.
No, let's see if it worked.
It's not going to work. It's local.
But the game state is stored in mine and in yours. Oh, there's no events. Okay, yeah, there's no
communication. It wouldn't work that way. But we can get it fixed. We can get it working. This already looks different. Now I don't see where the environment is, like the environment variables are listed.
True. Well, I'm assuming it stored it securely somewhere. So let's see how it's reading it. It's done. Okay, instead of web or using the topics, it's pulling.
Okay, here we're gonna say Andres, and then it's doing something that it's not supposed to. Somehow get the client. That'd be nice if I could click on this call stack and actually jump to that area in the code.
Yeah, that would be nice. Laptop, is that fine? Create secure connection is not.
It should be. Like, I want to see if this is actually set. We don't need those things. We can just leave default TTL seconds to that. Those other things are not necessary. And then, what is it? Failed to initialize. So we don't need to create this cache either. We'll just change it to a name that I already have somewhere. I think I just have one called game. I definitely know I have Ready Set Cloud in there.
Want to mess with your blog?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all my automations. We're going to get some Battleship data in there. Here, let me take this out. We don't want that anymore. I like that it does that, though, that it's doing that type of error checking, which is what ChatGPT always tells me. You should handle your errors better.
It didn't save.
Okay. It needs my name.
We're back to the slice. Could that be something internal to the Memento client?
Yeah, it probably is. It seems like it's a bad error message.
Get game state, probably.
I think it's initializing the client. I think that's the problem, and I think it's the environment variable because I don't know
where that is.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm not gonna log it. I'm not gonna log it. We're just gonna do that.
We've done worse, Alan. We've done worse.
We have leaked a lot of API keys on this show.
Refresh, yeah.
So it doesn't equal undefined.
But what does it equal, Alan?
I don't know. I just want, maybe we could get like the first.
Because it could, or just do another one for empty string. You know?
No, we'll just do that. We'll just see the first like 5 characters. Is that how it works? Slice? Is that what would that pull? The first 5?
Isn't it?
I've been doing JavaScript long enough. You'd think what?
Let's just run it. David says there's a lot of slice in the Memento client code base.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so it does have a value in there. It's only some. That's only some of it. We're fine.
That slice doesn't do what we use.
Yeah. Can't read properties of undefined reading. Okay. Well, that is what I would expect. Because this is... If this is only running in a browser, then maybe that's our issue. How would we add? How do you think we add an npm package to this?
There's no package JSON, right?
I don't know. I guess we could ask: is this running completely in a browser? Even the server code? Because I think that's our problem. Okay, so everything is running in a preview environment. Okay. In that case, you need to use...
Or it could be if we deploy it.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Oh, why do you
Let's see what it does.
Now we only have 2 free messages.
Oh man.
Added the cache creation again.
What? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it works. Yeah, so that's in there. The credential provider is in there. What David is showing is the values of the constructor, but it's not. Those are defaulted, kind of like the AWS SDK, where you don't have to include your access key and the secret in Lambda because it looks automatically. So it does the same thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on here that won't work. Okay, let's do what you said, Andres. Let's deploy it and see if it works in a real cloud.
But we would
with one of our two messages left.
What are you gonna do there?
So now we have an issue because it's trying to do server-side interactions
on the browser. Yeah.
In the browser, yeah, and that's not allowed. Like this isn't allowed to be done in the web version of the SDK.
But what are you
now
going
to have to go back
right now? Okay.
What I was going to tell it was to go back.
Just go. Let's see if there's a version, and maybe in the prompts, in the chat. On the there you go. Is there's a restore? Yeah. On the left side. On the chat. On the chat. In the chat. Up. Nope.
I'm looking in the chat.
There's a you didn't see a restore button? Click the version again. There you go.
Oh,
there.
You mean this button where it says restore?
Yeah. It was right there. And you didn't waste the prompt
together. Yes. If anyone who's watching didn't know, Andres and I used to work together, and this is exactly how it used to go. Okay, so let's deploy this to the real cloud.
Not the fake one.
And let's see what happens. How long do you think this is going to take? That's actually cool that you can set a custom domain on it from here. That's going to really enable people to move fast.
Yeah, that's one of the... Does Vercel do domain management?
Yes. You mean like purchasing? Or DNS stuff?
Yeah, like Route 53, right? Where it would automatically add any CNAME records or anything to set up the domain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, surely. Okay, let's visit.
Ooh.
All right, everybody can see the link.
Look at
it looks
that
a little bit different. Oh, that's because it's flexing. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Here you go, Andres. I'll send this URL to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to say my name is Alan.
It didn't fail immediately. Oh, F.
Oh no. Well, that's weird because the route that it's going to is game and then ID. So if we look at what's here in the code for the route, game and ID, and then it has page. So that should be a valid route.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
Let me see the code. The code XA Zanu PQ. I'm gonna try and join.
Okay.
See what happens.
What did it do?
An error occurred in the server components render.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got... Let me bring this into my browser so people can see it. The console... I don't remember how to link this back up. I have it popped out. Do you know how to bring the console?
Yeah, on the ellipsis, there's a dockside option.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. There's a lot of errors being thrown in here.
Stripe? FAQ?
There's a lot
Does
going
that
on.
seem related to... I think... Did you navigate...
I just went back to the homepage. I just went back. So what happens if I hit join game? So it gave us a 500 when it was joining a game.
And it's doing
What did
a
it do?
post.
So it did a post. It's an interesting shaped.
Oh, that
What is
request
our-
payload is an array where the first value is your name and the...
It doesn't seem right. Like it doesn't. That seems like a bug to me in the game. The generated code itself is that you hit join game and it's posting to this,
and not
to the API that it generated, which is /API/ one of these two. These are all very easily, maybe not easily, these are all workaroundable or fixable errors. Obviously, we don't have enough messages to do it all today.
Yeah, you got to spread them by at least 12 minutes each.
Is that... Oh, just in general. So my throttle rate is probably daily, not hourly, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just talking to make the live stream interesting for the last 23 minutes.
Right. Well, yes. Okay, so that's... I mean, we can troubleshoot. We can always troubleshoot it and see and deploy. I don't even know where to start. Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to try to use our 2 available messages left to fix it?
I think we can do that, and then only as a last resource we use our real brains.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right, so then we'll give it both of the problems that we saw when I joined a game, or when I created a game. It gave me a 404. We should probably get more information on that. Let's create another game. Okay, so this was a post, and
Can you
it
check
gave us
them among the
information
cache?
back.
Can you check the cache?
Can I check the cache?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I can. Let's do that.
While you do that, Daryl says that he has had similar experiences building front ends with Cursor AI, where it got me 98% of the way very quickly, and then I spent 1 or 2 getting that final 2%. Yeah, that seems to be the case. The question is that 2%, right? That couple of hours still faster than building the whole thing yourself? In my specific case, probably yes.
Yeah, for sure it is.
Because it even has every div centered and it's responsive. It even created a color scheme for us. I believe you can provide like a style sheet to it and those things so that it works based off of that. So if you have like a base CSS with primary, secondary, all those things, you can get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it gave me a 404 because that key does not exist.
Ah.
Yeah.
So let's try to fix that one ourselves. Oh, but it's trying to pull from the cache, which means it didn't get there?
For some reason. For one reason or another. It didn't. Why? I don't know. I mean, we can take a look. Happy to look. So when you hit... So let's see how traceable this is. Can I minimize this? I can minimize that. Can I... Okay. All right. How would you do it? Where would you look for the event handler for create game?
I would go to the deployed version of it, right click, inspect.
Okay.
Right click there.
So what are you looking for here?
The on click.
Oh, you actually want to see the source, not the elements on the screen.
Well, does this have like the function it's calling when you click it?
Not in here, but it would in the source. At least it should, unless it was compressed.
It seems like it is. There's Webpack.
Yeah. We can find it. We can find it.
Never mind.
So we have the the main page. I wonder if I have I don't think I have normal hotkeys. So like if I hit F12 here, no, it just brings up the console.
That would be nice
That's
if
fine.
you can get like VS Code Online kind of thing where it pulls all your settings.
Yeah, I did do the hotkey for format when I was changing manually, and it did say you don't have this formatter installed. So I think you can somewhere. Okay, so it was setting local storage. It's changing to game ID. Has create game. Where does create game come from? So it comes from game actions.
Was it in game action? Oh yeah, okay, I see.
It's, imported from game actions. And then we have create game, join game. You don't realize how much you use hotkeys until you can't use them.
Yeah. You can do that one. Okay.
Okay, so it's definitely doing this, it's doing that. Wow, this is pretty cool. So it's creating all the initial
ships.
Yeah, like what would that do? It's not. I hope it's not deciding where. I wanted to decide where. Nope, it's just putting those ships in the array. This is really well done. Like even if the code isn't working, this is like what Daryl said, that this is getting us really far in a very short amount of time. And it already knows, like we didn't have to, like recreating a thing that people already really know well, that LLMs know. Create Battleship. That's all you have to do. And now it's, it knows that you have carrier, battleship, cruiser. It has the lengths and all of them.
Yep.
That's pretty slick. I think you can create diagrams too. I might want to not try to finish getting this working and ask it to create like an ERD of what it generated. Oh, create Battleship. What do you think about that?
Creating an ERD?
Yeah, or just diagrams, because that's one of the things that V0 says it can do.
React to when fetching code on the chest. I'll believe
you.
Here
You go. What are some ways that I can use V0? You can do product feature planning.
Wireframing, that's nice.
Yeah.
It could probably generate I mean, it's an LLM, right? So it can probably generate like a mermaid diagram if needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do right now, really what we were trying to do when we were diving down this rabbit hole and then got distracted by the code, was troubleshooting to provide the LLM more context, but it might not be necessary. From what we've been looking at so far, whenever we click fix it, it just kind of figures out those things. Like it's doing it on its own. And we might be able to give it the power of suggestion to fix it this way, since it clearly has been having issues with what to do. We're kind of in a weird state with our implementation choice for that, because it's trying to do server-side operations in the browser, and maybe we should have done it. Maybe we should have had an API created behind the scenes already.
Yeah.
This is still showing us a lot, though. Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
So we wanted to see if we could figure out the 404, right?
Yeah, but okay. Let's finish doing that. So we're in. It's creating the ships. So that's literally just initializing an array. It's setting up player 2. It's setting up, that's nice, a history for the game. I don't think I would have thought of that.
The last event.
And then it's, okay, so it's setting the game state. What is that?
From Memento Cache.
Set game state. So it has that game ID. It's not really... Oh, that's okay. Here, set game state. Okay, so the game ID and then the object. So it's setting up the cache name, getting the client. This is right. This is right. That's all correct. This is.
Can you scroll to the top? See the cache name?
Yeah, I changed it to
okay, you changed it back.
Oh wait,
okay.
that was my issue. That was my issue. Hold on, I was looking at the wrong cache. Silly me.
Oh.
What's the name of this? Let's try another one. Okay, so it says that couldn't be found. I'm gonna go ahead and look into the cache and see, does that exist? Now I'm looking off screen because this is running in a different context, but let me... It is there. You know what? Now that it's there, I will go ahead and actually show that. Because that
share your
working.
Successes, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'll zoom in.
Look at that. That's a massive JSON.
Yeah. So this is the Memento console. I'm in my cache, and then there's the game code. And then it has everything in here. Like, it's actually setting it all properly. It looks like there is a bug in here somewhere. That's a lot of data.
Like the JSON?
That might be too much. Well, it's also serializing the entire event history. It's not how it was designed to be used, but that's besides the point. All of the ships are null and using default values.
Oh.
Definitely shouldn't be that way. So there's a bug in the code there.
Good.
But the good thing is that part, I mean, it's at least partially working. I wouldn't expect there to be a 404.
Yeah, so let's look at the game.
Yeah, let's bring that back. I used to like intentionally sharing a page that says 404. So we're here.
That one, yeah.
This page. Looking at the route. /game/game ID. /game/game ID. So in here, it's thrown us a 404.
Get game state.
Because of that. Yeah. So get game state. Get game state. It's pulling from here.
Back to the cache.
Get game state.
It's probably that JSON
and
parse.
It is... Oh, okay. Well, this is where our problem is.
Yay, we save our prompts.
Yeah. I'm just gonna bypass the error handling, and we're just gonna return. I'm just gonna do this. So it was doing type checking incorrectly. That's all it was doing.
Oh,
easy enough.
And you have an extra return. Yeah, there you go. And you're missing semicolons all the way.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That'll break my linter.
Yes, mine too. Mine too. Okay. That should help. That should help us. Yeah. Okay, so I saved it, and now it says deployed. Update.
Update.
That does not look like a button.
It's because you don't want to click it.
Yeah. Okay, so all things considered, we have 10 minutes left. That got us really far without really writing any code, like without actually writing any code. That got us really far. It got us this really nice looking user interface. It got us type definitions. It got us abstracted out components. It got us these, isolated single responsibility classes down here in the lib folder. I'm impressed. This might be a better coder than I am.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you. Hey, look at that! Hey.
Okay, let me. Where's my browser? Okay, let me refresh. What's my name? Andres. What's the code? TWDWZU.
I like this initial game state too. Like that's pretty nice.
I'm in.
And did you see that it loaded automatically?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now what? Oh, you can. That has it. Okay.
Now we play. Now everyone that's watching is gonna watch us play Battleship.
And you can
I feel like
see
I
it
should
even
stop
prevents
sharing
you.
my screen.
It prevents you from putting it where it doesn't fit. So that carrier is
and
5.
I can rotate. Oh, I like. So why can't I put it down? Oh, I see. Because this is where the top of it goes. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing.
And you can, yeah, you can see if you rotate, it changes the blocked. This is way better than what I would have done.
It's so good. It's so good. Okay, now it just says waiting on you. Okay, game started down here.
Oh.
All right,
Okay,
so I'm gonna. I guess it's my turn.
You missed, and I got a little dot. Okay, so we'll see. Do I just click on somewhere on yours? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
you can obviously. Hey, I got one.
Hey! Let me try and get one of yours intentionally so people can see how that looks.
I can't believe this worked. I'm shocked. Shocked that this. Wow.
That. You see, and we still have one prompt. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I guess I want the diagrams. I actually want to see if it's using Memento topics to pass this data back and forth to actually render this.
So F12.
So let's look at the code real quick.
I saw it had the polling mechanism, but it said it had it as a backup in case Memento failed. But it never failed.
So this is doing subscriptions much cleaner than how I do them. It has all the game states in there already. Let's see if it's importing topics at all. It is. Subscribe to game updates. And so this is where it's passing in the game state. Yeah, it is totally using topics to send that information over.
It's the first time we've gotten PubSub correctly with an LLM, with AI.
Yeah. Yes.
It usually always freaks out in the PubSub. Well, mostly with API Gateway, I think. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Generate diagram. Well, I saw something, I can't remember when or how, but that you can lock files. So it doesn't change any files you don't want to.
You can lock files? Man, I'm just kind of like beside myself with how successful this is.
Yeah.
Toggle sidebar. You want me to download the code? Is that what you're wanting?
No. You wanted to do. Let's use up. Oh, you have two. We have two free messages remaining.
Create ERD for everything that you made. Also, create a README describing the gameplay with the various game states. I had two messages, but I got to throw in two questions into one.
Sneaky.
I am shocked that worked. We didn't
looks
code
so-
anything. We didn't
it looks
write
so
any
good.
code. I deleted one line of wrong code, and it made Battleship.
And so go back and do F12. So do F12. That's already writing it. But yeah, go back to the game.
Okay.
I want to show something real quick, right? So F12, I think you have
Okay.
it docked, right? So then click the little machine, the little top left on the console. On the console.
Oh, okay.
The
This?
little screen. The little screen. Yeah. Resize this.
Oh,
Look at that.
That they made it mobile friendly?
Responsiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Yeah.
make the screen bigger. So drag the little yeah, and just see how it's responding. It's very nice.
Whew.
That's more than I would have gotten in an hour. I would still be reading the docs. Okay, what's the server component? Okay.
Absolutely. I would still be struggling with the npx init create react project or whatever it is. I would still be struggling with that and trying to get tailwinds configured. Or I mean,
Okay.
and even take the code aside, I would still be struggling getting through all the game states.
Whew.
So it has the game
this-
rules, it has the game states, just like the flow.
It's the README, technical implementation, data model, how to play.
Yeah, we're done.
Deployment.
We are done. It didn't. Oh, look, and
There's the ERD.
here's the yeah. See how that looks. Oh my gosh, what a day. Okay, there we go.
Oh, the game state flow. Yeah, and that's just, it's not included.
Okay, that one didn't work. That's okay.
I mean,
Wow.
that's...
This is not like working with a junior developer. That one catch was funny though. That one catch was really funny.
Yeah.
But this is amazing. This is fantastic. I need to see how much. While we're here, let's look at the pricing because I might get the wallet out after we end this call.
Me too. Very impressed. I didn't think, yeah, I didn't, based on our experience and the ones we've done, I didn't think it was going to work. Same as ChatGPT.
Yeah, right? Okay, so $200 a month for premium. It says
For
10
like
to
real
20 times.
projects for your company, right? If you're using Figma for your as a user experience designer, having that import, that's pretty nice.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely. So it's 10 to 20 times more messages. I didn't count how many we used. We probably could, but
Look at we have like 7 versions, so it's probably like 9 to 10. So think of 100 to 200 messages per day, right? Is that the cap on the?
I don't know. What's a message? It's an input sent to the chat. Okay.
Just run out of message. How can I keep chatting? Buy it. Yeah.
This is it's a self-linking page here.
Yeah, and it's sort of like
so $20 a
Claude, and it's usually varying based on demand, right? So that's why it's 10 to 20.
Yeah. I didn't see in here. I would really like it if there was like a standard, like a style guide, I guess. Like I do a lot of demos at Momento. Here, let me take the screen away because we're done showing screen. So I create a lot of demos for the day job. And I create a lot of web apps that kind of highlight basically what we did. It takes me a lot longer than what we did, but I always use the same branding. I didn't see something inside of V0 to say use my company's brand style guide, which might be coming. You know, this is still kind of early for V0. But that would be something that would be very useful to just say, you know, create me this under that brand.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere. I can't remember. I'll try to find the link to that. But I do think you can import your branding, right? Like that primary, secondary, all that stuff, and for it to use that.
Yeah.
Because
Sweet.
I mean, if it's built for enterprise, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
So that's I have no words.
Okay.
Very impressed.
Yeah.
Even from we had that middle piece where we struggled, but like at the beginning, the prompting of the API key, it got stored somewhere where we don't know, so that means it's secure. Now, we should probably confirm that. But
yes, I'll go find that.
And the fact that it worked, right? We had to tweak a couple of things, but
one. We deleted one line of code that was wrong, and that was it. That was all that we did. We had to figure out, the server, and that little sandbox preview is only running in the browser, which is why the server-side code wasn't working. So that, maybe Vercel can figure something out for that, because there's plenty of server-side only.
Yeah, but if you're building something that you're actually going to use, right? I think it's good feedback for the Vercel team to, hey, you maybe prompt that this has server-side stuff, and that the preview might not work because it has that.
Yeah.
That's the only piece of feedback at this point.
That's true. And one other piece of really cool thing that we just completely glossed over. I know we're over time, but the deploy just worked. The deployment, all we did was hit deploy. The initial and subsequent updates worked. We didn't do anything.
Yeah, with having to do anything.
There's no cloud. You were able to hit it from your machine.
There's no package JSON for us to configure or anything that I saw. Everything was just there. Yeah.
Okay. So we gotta wrap it up since we're over time. But what's your final thought? Should we be excited about this? Should we be scared?
No, I'm excited. Maybe a little bit afraid, because this is the only one that we've truly been successful in an hour. But I personally am excited that $20 price tag a month seems very accessible for me, for what I'm going to get to build on my projects when I don't want to build a UI. So if we want to give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, obviously it's a thumbs up. Better integration into VS Code, maybe coming in the future, or all that, right, from your IDE. It wasn't necessary, but I'll play around to see if you can import your code and how you interact with something that's existing. So,
remember, the name makes a lot more sense on the other side of this experiment. V0. So we got V0 up, and I'm not mad about taking what we have and now I own it. I'm not mad about that at all, especially since it did such a good job with that README.
Yeah. Explaining what it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Love it.
It is.
I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to beat you at the current game we have ongoing.
You saw my screen the whole time. It's not fair. We'll play again. We'll play a different game. All right. Well,
cool.
This is it. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Yeah. Wow. All right. We will
thank you, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.